This message is for Tech Mahindra, Persistent Systems, and HCL America, and other company who has the similar procedures as these three companies. So what do I mean by that? So there is a process in USA when you applied for these three companies, and suppose that you are applying for a job in New York City. It is a Java developer job with a specific client. You applied for a resume through vendor company or you through directly, and you submitted your profile, but nothing happened. You did not get any interview call or anything like that. Okay, now it's done. Now suppose that another job open up with the same company, any of the three, and this time the location is New York, not New York City, it is Syracuse, New York, and it is with a different client. End client there is different. But when you'll apply there for the second time, then when your profile would be uploaded in their vendor management VMS system, it would say that this is a duplicate profile, even though you haven't applied for that position before. So that's really weird. It does not have any specific purpose, because if the purpose was to avoid somebody, to avoid duplicate profile, then it would have been that somebody cannot apply for the same position twice. But in this regard, if somebody is applying for the same position 10 times with a 10 different email IDs, then it's not going to be different, right? Because it defeats the purpose of saying that it is a duplicate profile if somebody can apply for the same position multiple times with a different email ID, just to increase their chances of getting their profile shortlisted. It happens. It is normally done by the bench sales recruiter who can do that. But if you are even dealing with visa candidate like H1B, EADs, they are not going to provide you the alternate email address in most cases. The reason being, see, email address is a really personal thing, and if one email address is not enough, being registered in a different kind of job portals, due to which you are receiving hundreds of emails every day, then you would not want your alternate email address to be registered into their system and be receiving the same kind of things. And there is this another thing, like if your profile was not considered for that location using the same email address, what make you think that if you'll apply with a different email address at a different location, that you will get shortlisted? So it does not make sense. So here it's really confusing. It is normal for this kind of consulting companies to just, they just don't care, because how many lines of code it will take to fix that, or how long it will take to create a rule set which defines that if this profile is in the system, VMS system, then this profile can apply for any position open with the particular company, but the positions have to be different. They cannot apply for one position multiple times. So that should be the rule set. It shouldn't be like you are applying for the different position and each time you are applying you have to give a different email IDs. That's weird, that's stupid, and that's ignorant as well. And these companies are not small. They make, if you talk about persistent systems, I don't think they are as big as a player as HCL, but they generate more than $100 million revenue. If you talk about TechM, then you are talking about somebody above 300 million, and if you are talking about HCL America, you are talking about a company which makes more than $500 million. But still today, no, this problem is not fixed, and it create a lot of time. A good consultant, if somebody is willing to relocate to different location just because they applied for HCL at a different location in New York and they want to apply for the Virginia, They cannot apply without giving their alternate email ID because it says duplicate profile, even though that position, that location, that end client is completely really different. If the situation is, if you don't want somebody to apply for your company, if their profile is not considered for one position, that's a completely different thing. So the ignorance showed by these companies are really, I don't know what to say, pathetic. That should be the word. So if you find this video and you hear me what I said, and if you think that this should be fixed, then please share it as much as possible. And thank you for watching this, and take care.